It's time for local stories from across the East. Local food. Local fashion. Local businesses. This is your home for local. This is the East's Daily Download on Eastern North Carolina CW.
Hello and welcome to the East Daily Download. My name is Mark. I'll be your tour guide on this adventure across the East. Still at home right now. Do you know what today is? Today is June 1st. You know why that's significant? Well, there's a lot of reasons. One, it's the beginning of meteorological summer, which means June, July, and August is really summertime. It's also significant because June 1st is the start of hurricane season. That one is not quite as fun. And also the third and most important point for the East Daily Download, June 1 begins graduation celebration month here on the show. What does that mean? What's that going to look like? Glad you asked. We are going to have stories about graduates and graduation. We are going to have pictures to recognize graduates this year. We are going to have fun facts and trivia and all kinds of great stuff about graduation because we know that this year hasn't really played out like everybody hoped, and the graduates don't necessarily get the recognition that they should have gotten. So the East Daily Download wants to make sure that we do our part to help recognize all those people who worked so hard to get that degree, whether it's college or high school, doesn't matter. We're here to support and showcase. Okay, why don't we get into the show? We'll be back in a little bit and check this story out and we'll see you soon.
Now downloading People and Places.
That sound is music to the ears of Eastern North Carolina racing fans. Cars racing around the track at Carteret County Speedway. It's a beautiful facility that's come a long way over the years.
20-some years ago he started. It was a WKA sanctioned go-kart track.
That he is track founder Bobby Watson, who passed away last October.
He built the nicest short track he could possibly build. That was his dream. He gave his life for it. And now I have the privilege and the honor of taking it to a new level.
And now the track is a launching pad for young drivers with big dreams. Drivers like 18-year-old Thad Moffitt.
This track is very unique in the line you run and the banking that it has compared to some of the other short tracks I run up and down the East Coast.
And racing is in Thad's blood. He's the grandson of NASCAR legend Richard Petty. Now he's honing his skills here at Carteret County Speedway, aiming to become the next NASCAR superstar.
I mean, you have your Chase Elliott, Denny Hamlin, Bubba Wallace. I mean, almost everybody in the Cup Series nowadays started at somewhere like Carteret County.
Another young driver with NASCAR dreams is 18-year-old Lexi Gay. This is the Atlanta native's first time at Carteret County.
It's a really great racetrack. It's a clean place. I think it's definitely great for the fans too. Brings in all the family and everything. It's just a great all-around racetrack.
But it's not just what happens on the track that keeps bringing drivers back.
Mainly I like the people. It's a very friendly track. You can't go wrong coming to Carteret. It's a 4-hour ride for us, but it's worth it when we get down here close to the beach, get to have a vacation.
There's a lot of nice tracks in Eastern North Carolina, and this ranks right up there in the top couple, really. It's close to home, and I couldn't ask for a nicer place in my backyard, really.
Chris is from just a few miles away in Swansboro, and just one day after we interviewed him, Burns took home the checkered flag in the first late model race of the 2019 season at Carteret County Speedway.
Man, to get this win is awesome.
And while only one driver ends up in the winner's circle, it's the racing fans in Carteret County and the surrounding area that could be the biggest winners of all.
This is good family entertainment, close by. It doesn't cost a lot. The ticket prices are $15. Kids 10 and under are always free.
You're going to spend about what you're going to spend going bowling or watching a movie, and you're going to get twice the excitement and twice the fun, and it's for the whole family.
We want to try to keep it affordable because everybody can't go to Charlotte. They can't go to some of the bigger tracks. Any amenity that you would need at a big track, it's right here at Bobby Watson's Carteret County Speedway.
The right place. Let's make this hour of power to get you feeling just right.
It's the greatest day of my life!
5 days a week.
$35,000!
Go ahead and lose control. It's all right.
$200,000! Unbelievable.
The Price is Right. Weekdays on CBS.
you can go out and accomplish whatever it is you want to accomplish. Whether it's in business or medicine, athletics, art, writing, or anything. Go out there and reach for the stars. Most importantly, don't be afraid to fail. You can truly go out and accomplish anything. Even if it takes more than one try, it may take 10 tries. And always believe in yourself and never ever give up on your dreams.
Hey, we're back here on the East Daily Download. Hope your day and month are off to a great start so far. It's June 1st. Let's celebrate. If the weather's nice, let's get out, social distance, but have a little bit of fun outside. Now, as I mentioned, it is graduation celebration month here on the East Daily Download. So one of the things we're going to do is kind of give you some fun facts about graduates and graduation. Here's the first one. Did you know in college, the #1 major that the majority of students have above all else is business degrees? I didn't know that. Kind of thought maybe, but I wasn't sure, but sure enough, that's the case. Okay, let's jump back into the East Daily Download. Check this next story out and we'll be back here in a little bit, okay?
High school graduation is coming up for many seniors, but not all schools in the East have made final decisions on commencement. Lenore County school administrators are planning unique graduation exercises for their seniors. School leaders say they're anticipating North Carolina will be in phase 2 of reopening, allowing more flexibility on crowd sizes. During the week of June 1st, each school will have its own series of mini graduations. Administrators will adhere to state guidelines, making sure graduates and audience member seating is spaced out.
We're going to bring in a group of graduates at one time, maybe 20 or 25, and they will be seated with the recommended social distancing. We'll have to limit the number of tickets that we're giving out for that particular mini graduation exercise. And the audience obviously will be seated with respect to social distancing.
Students and parents can find out more information about graduation on their school's Facebook pages and websites. It's important to remember the phased reopening is still a fluid process. Graduation ceremonies could change if easing restrictions do not follow the predicted schedule. In Greenville, Ariana Kraft, 9 on your side.
Join 9 on your side in saluting the graduating class of 2020. Congratulations to our graduating class of 2020. Join 9 on your side in saluting the graduating class of 2020 by submitting a photo of the graduate on WNCT.com.
Wants to make a deal? Looking for a good time? Look no further. Crazy. We've got your good time.
We're just winning today.
Right here.
You got the big deal of the day.
Awesome. Let's make a deal. Weekdays on CBS.
Hey, class of 2020, I'm Anthony Mason. Congratulations from everyone here at CBS this morning. I know this has proven to be a challenging year, but don't let it dim your light. You've accomplished so much already, and we can't wait to see you overcome any obstacles that may lie ahead. You're going to lead us into the future. You've made it this far. Best of luck on the road ahead.
Hey, we're back here on the East Daily Download. Hope your day and month are off to a great start so far. Quick reminder before we go any further in the show, how you can watch the show online. WNCT.com under the Download tab has this and all episodes of the show, and the WNCT mobile app, which is a great resource for local news and First Alert Weather with Jerry Jackson and the whole weather team. It's hurricane season now, so follow the mobile app, and you can also get the WNCT9 First Alert Weather app as well for a little bit more specific information on weather and hurricane season. Okay, but the point of the WNCT mobile app that I was getting to was it has the East Daily Download, and you can watch the show, the one that you're watching right now, on the app. Okay, we talked about trivia and fun facts. Did you know that the gowns worn for graduation were actually based on the vestments worn by medieval scholars and clergymen? That's true. And they used them to keep warm because it was drafty where they were. Okay, so we kind of covered a little bit of that. Let's cover some more stories and let's jump back into it.
I found out I booked Stargirl. I couldn't contain my emotions, tears, falling. At that point, like through the audition process, I hadn't let myself get excited yet. And Jeff Johns personally called me to tell me I was his Stargirl. And I really couldn't contain my emotions.
Luke, have you done much in terms of like superhero kind of series? Was this something new for you?
Yeah, this is definitely something new for me to get to work on a superhero project, because I feel like in my career I've gotten to pretty much do everything from, play a policeman to westerns to playing a teacher or a lawyer, a lot of romantic comedies at one point. So as these superhero projects became more prevalent, I was starting to wonder, gosh, will I ever get to work on one of these? So I was really excited when Stargirl came along, because it was a great script. And then when we met Jeff Johns, the creator of the show, he was definitely the kind of guy where, would want to work with him for a few years.
Stargirl, Tuesday at 8 on Eastern North Carolina CW.
I'm Sonic, a little ball of super energy in an extremely handsome package.
Sonic the Hedgehog took longer than expected to reach theaters. Now it's speeding onto DVD. The Blu-ray and 4K Ultra HD versions include deleted scenes, featurettes, and, while supplies last, a limited edition Sonic comic book.
I wrote this spell so I could see for myself who my boys grew up to be.
Another family-friendly film landing on disc this week is Onward, the animated adventure about brothers trying to use magic to bring back their long-deceased father. Other movies going from theaters to DVD this week include The Way Back, starring Ben Affleck as a man seeking redemption through coaching basketball, the horror sequel Brahms the Boy 2, starring Katie Holmes, and Emma, starring Anya Taylor-Joy in the latest take on the Jane Austen novel. In Hollywood, I'm David Daniel.
9 on Your Side brings you the information you need about the North Carolina reopen phases. Phase 1. People should continue to stay at home as much as possible. Essential and smaller non-essential businesses reopen at 50% capacity. Restaurant dining rooms remain closed. Employees and customers continue to practice social distancing. Phase 2. Statewide stay-at-home order lifted. Restaurants can reopen, dining rooms at limited capacity. Mass gatherings limited to 10 people indoors and no more than 25 people outdoors. Some businesses will remain closed, including bars, indoor fitness facilities, indoor entertainment venues, and public playgrounds. Phase 3. Vulnerable people should stay home and avoid crowded spaces. All businesses and venues can increase capacity. Larger groups can gather. Strict rules and restrictions remain for nursing homes and other care facilities. For more information about reopening, visit WNCT.com.
Learn how to make cool crafts on a budget. Check out my weekly DIY series, Let's Craft, every Monday on WNCT.com.
Hi everyone, welcome back to Activities with Finley. Today, Bentley and I will be demonstrating a few short steps to teach your dog how to close a door. This is a fun trick to work your dog's brain in novel ways, all while being indoors.
You'll want 1 or 2 pieces of bright tape that contrasts the color of your door well, a clicker, and your dog's food or treats. In order to ensure your dog understands the clicker, first, you must teach him what it means, or load the clicker. Do this by giving a click, then a treat, and repeat. Begin by holding your hand down with your palm out at your dog's eye level. As soon as their nose touches your hand, click and reward with food. Repeat this several times without any commands, just simple encouragement. Begin naming this command after 8 or 9 repetitions, or he seems to understand what you are asking from him. I use the command touch. Next, you will ask the dog to simply touch a designated spot on the closed door you have chosen. I have designated the spot I want Bentley to touch with his nose with blue tape. Most dogs will probably touch it with their nose on their own. Click and reward this if he offers it. Even if you haven't given the command yet, you will gradually phase out the command as your dog begins to reliably touch the designated spot. Open the door, point to the designated spot, and without giving any command, see what your dog offers you. If he touches the door without applying pressure, reward this a few times, but then push him further and ask for a bit more. Throw pieces of food around the door. Make it like a fun game for the dog so he builds confidence close to the object and grows more comfortable around it. Finally, once your dog has demonstrated he knows what you are asking, that is, he has closed the door without a command several times, you may begin to name the command. I like to use close.
Nice job.
This is a multi-step trick you will be teaching, and it will likely take more than 1 or 2 days for your dog to master the trick. There are endless possibilities with this trick. Once you and your dog have the basic idea down, see what else he can close.
The idea just came to me in the middle of the night.
Olivia Carlson turned that idea into a reality by creating the Quarantine Bear.
My dad passed away from pancreatic cancer about 1.5 years ago, and right before he passed, we both got Build-A-Bears together. His is actually buried with him, but mine I still have, and it brings me a lot of comfort.
Just as her bear has brought her comfort, Olivia hopes these QT bears will bring comfort to kids during these uncertain times.
Everyone loves teddy bears.
When she started this project, Olivia says she had to learn how to sew.
My aunt taught me how to sew. At first I was very slow, and it took about an hour to make one mask.
Now it's quite the production inside her New Hartford home. Every bear comes with a mask and a matching mask for the child, as well as a handwritten note and a list of tips to stay healthy.
I started with 6 bears. That's all I had in my possession. Posted it on Facebook, and I had no idea how many shares it would get.
Olivia says she's grateful for all of the support she's received, both from the community and her family, who have been there every step of the way.
I hope that these cutie bears can help a little bit.
Well, that's going to do it for this episode of the East Daily Download. Thank you so much for joining us on our June 1st edition, beginning of Graduation Celebration Month. This music that's playing right now is Pomp and Circumstance. It was written in 1901 by Sir Edward Elgar and later used for universities such as Columbia, Princeton, Vassar, Rutgers before becoming the popular graduation theme song that it is to this day. That's used across high school and college graduations everywhere. It's a very catchy tune too. Also, a side note, it was also used as a entrance theme for the famous late wrestler, the Macho Man Randy Savage, which popularized it to a whole new generation of people. Yeah, okay, so we are going to be back tomorrow with more graduation celebration. And don't forget, this is all about the tassel, because it is definitely worth the hassle. Have a great day, everybody. We'll see you on the next edition of the East Daily Download.
Tomorrow, when we hit the road for the next edition of the East Daily Download, we're hitting the road to Tarboro for this week's Down Eats. Dr. McCarthy will join us to talk about nutrition during quarantine. We'll introduce you to a Southern star, and it's graduation celebration month, so we'll have more grads to celebrate. So join us tomorrow for the East Daily Download on Eastern North Carolina CW.